was giving a talk yesterday at VBN, Vancouver Business Network, and one of the concepts I talked about is this, write this down. Dominate, don't compete. Dominate, don't compete. If you are, how many of you have heard us say, competition is good? That's fucking bullshit. Okay, for who? Do you think Apple competes? Do you think they dominate? Do you think Starbucks competes, or you think they dominate? So in your sector, you have two choices. Either you dominate the category that you're in, or you would say, well, it's just what I do, it's too broad, man. I've got so many different competitors, too wide. Then maybe can you come up with a category or being in a sector category that you could dominate and be number one in just that niche. Better to be a big fish in a small pond versus being a fish in a big ocean. Okay? Because if you're not the lead dog, the view is always the same.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get it. If you're not the lead dog,
what's the view?
The view is always the same. Okay? So think in terms of, so the worst number in business is what? When do you want to do more marketing? When you're busy. When you're busy. That's the time to ramp it up, because now you've got money coming in, that's when you dominate. How many have heard of Proactive? Okay. Do you know how big Proactive is? Okay. It's around about $1 billion brand. $1 billion brand. Okay. I could tell you right now, you and I, we can go into business. I can go to the States. I can find a manufacturer. We can manufacture the same glob of goop. We can manufacture the cream right now, because it's not that proprietary. Slap a label on it, we can sell the same, essentially same product. But can I compete with Proactive? No. Here's why. How many have watched a Proactive infomercial? What do you see? Celebrities. Testimonials. Guarantees. Get one, get another one for free, right? All that stuff, irresistible offer, right? Okay. Are you a client of Proactive? No? Okay, but you've seen it, right? Yeah, you've seen it. And what they do is, Proactive, how do they make money, by the way? How do they make money? No, auto ship. Auto ship. Auto ship. So they make, but here's what people don't know. How many of you could imagine it costs us a lot of money to run those ads on TV? A ton of money. So their competitive advantage is not the product. You and I can make the product tomorrow like that, but we can never compete with them. Here's why. Because Proactive, on average, they could afford to wait 7 to 8 months. They can acquire the customers at loss and don't have to make money until the 8th month, because that's how they could wait. So think of it this way. On average, how much is a package for Proactive? 40 bucks? Let's say 40 bucks example. I forgot what it is. It's 40. And you know what, make it, let's say it's 50 bucks, okay? You buy it on TV, and now they run this infomercial, and now they got, just say they get 10,000 customers from the infomercial. So 10,000, who's good at math? 10,000 customers, 50 bucks, free trial. How much did that just cost you? How much? $500,000. Times that by 8 months, how much is that? They could afford to go 4 million at lost to get a customer. Most people can't do that. Got the ranker. They've got the deep pockets. So their competitive edge is they could outspend anybody else.